Hi, I'm Jeanine Sande with lightenyourway.com, and I love doing healing, so that's what we're going to do today for the next 20 minutes or so. And I hope you enjoy it. Absolutely every time we give healing, we get healing. So I've been doing a lot of healing lately on myself, on my friends, especially on our country. Because I need it, and I think we all need it, and we need hope, and we need peace, and we need some healing. So I'm not seeing anybody on here yet. Hopefully you will be joining me soon. I do want to mention that I am offering a teleclass with the appropriate name of How to Feel Good During Crazy Times. The next evening teleclass at 6:30 California time will be Wednesday evening, which I think is December 6th, at 6:30 California time, as I said. And the cost for one class is $25. So you can find information on how to sign up for that on my website, lightenyourway.com, or on my Facebook page. And please do, hi Lisa. Please do watch, please do like my Facebook page, Lighten Your Way. And if you haven't joined my e-newsletter group from my website, please do that. I intermittently write some really good blogs and newsletters that can be very helpful for people. So, you know, years ago, I used to think the phrase, may you live in interesting times. I used to think that was a Chinese blessing. And then at some point I looked it up and I realized it was a Chinese curse. And boy, are we listening. Hi, Lisa. We are living in interesting times. And the challenge for so many of us who are sensitive and who care is to not get into hopelessness, despair, anger, not to let ourselves be brought down by the interesting times we live in. I certainly, like many people, I am on a roller coaster, and I get down, and I get mad, and I get sad, and I use all of my tools to come back to a place of center. And a big part of that is to come back to the present moment. You know, we need to realize that right here, right now, this Sunday afternoon here in Santa Cruz, the sky is blue, the sun is shining, it's chilly out, but it's beautiful, and all is well. I'm okay. I have a home. I have a healthy body. I'm blessed and I am okay. And my prayer is that all of you are okay too. Right now. We listen to the news, we hear things, and it's way too easy to get caught up in the future, spin into the future. What's going to happen? How's it going to work? How am I going to afford this? You know, will our country survive? Will I survive? That's the future. It's not now. So what I want to do together right now is to do some healing. And what I learned years ago, I've been doing energy healing for 25 or 30 years, including Reiki and lots of other things. What I realized years ago is that, you know, when we think simplistically, when we think literally, the world of energy is not literal, it is paradoxical. But when we get stuck in the literal view, we think, oh, if I'm not feeling good, I should get full of energy. I should get more full. I'm not feeling good, channel energy in. It's not necessarily the case. I have some clients, more these days. I spend most of my time vacuuming them out. I spend most of my time helping them to release the energies they don't need. Hey, Chris, my sister's on. This is good. Hi, Mary. So what we're going to do a lot of today is letting go. And as we let go, we get full. And that's so cool. I've lived by the beach a lot of my life. So if you imagine if you're at a beach and you're digging a hole in the sand, even if it's not in the line of the waves, you dig a hole in the sand and it fills up with the water that's just in the sand. So what we're going to do with ourselves today is let go of what we don't need, and then we naturally fill up with our own spirit, with light and love and healing energy. But we need to make room for it. We can't hold on to all the horrible stuff that's going on, whether it's personal and or global. I mean, really, I realize as I'm kicking and screaming and throwing a hissy fit, I am so blessed. I am so blessed. My life is so good that I have the luxury of being upset about what's going on in our country and our world. That's a luxury. Yesterday, I did a session with a longtime client and dear friend who her husband just died. Her husband of 40 years just died, and she spent 3 months, 24/7, taking care of him. And I have the luxury of worrying about our country. Hi, Mary from San Jose, yay. So we need to realize how good we've got it right here, right now, and get in the present. So what I want to do is start, that's my kind of spiel for this morning or this afternoon. Also want to mention, today is a full moon day. Tonight is a full super moon. I am not an astrology person, but number one, we have a super moon happening tonight. And number two, Mercury just went retrograde. So we're getting kind of a lot of energy going on. And my training is that during the full moon is when we want to release what we don't need. We let go of what we don't need. It's the new moon that we bring in what we plant what we want to nurture for the next cycle. But the full moon's about letting go. So let's do some letting go right now. So what I want to do is ask you, let's just get grounded a bit. And hi, Cindy. What I want you to do is start by just taking a moment and noticing how you're feeling. Noticing how you're feeling. And take a breath. So we're getting into our bodies. We're getting present. Let's just take a moment, notice how you're feeling. Now, as you take a breath, I want you to move your awareness and your attention and your intention down into the area of your heart and lungs. Now, we're going to just take a moment, maybe a minute, and get grounded. Ground however it works for you. This isn't about right and wrong. It's about whatever works for you. Let's go for it. But if you move your awareness, if you follow my guidance, and you move your awareness down into your heart and lung area, you're just noticing. Just notice. Feel your heart beating. Feel how much of your rib cage expands when you breathe in and out. Now we're going to move our awareness and our energy down into our stomach, the area around our waist, down lower. Good. I feel you guys coming in. It's really, I feel people coming into your bodies. That's awesome. Yay. And make sure you're feeling your front and your back and your middle. There. You know, I realized years ago that being centered, we've heard this phrase, get centered. Well, what does that mean? Well, what it means to me is get in the middle of your aura. We are meant to live in this big, beautiful egg that goes above our head and under our feet and all around us by maybe 1.5 feet or 2 feet. And most of us, our aura is poofed out to the front and we're chasing it down the street because we're always thinking about the future and what's next and what we need to do today and what we need to get at the store and who we need to call. And stop. Get in the middle of your aura. And that just means take a breath. And as you breathe out, just center yourself. Center yourself. Equal front and back. People with back problems often are more apt to be chasing their aura down the street than people who are more centered. So we're moving down into our bodies. Feel your belly now. Feel your belly and low back. Good. You guys are doing this. I can really feel it. And of course, anybody who's watching this after the broadcast will be feeling this too. Now move your awareness down into your thighs and your knees and your lower legs and your feet, and let your feet sink down into the earth and let them grow roots. Excellent. At the same time, from the top of your head, I want you to send a beam up to your source. So we are hooked up to source from the top of our head and hooked down to the earth from our feet. Great. And one of the things that I've come up with lately that I really enjoy is, instead of just having a line of light going from your crown chakra up, imagine you're in a column of light. Beam me up, Scotty, is the visual I use if you're from the Star Trek era. Hi, Sandy. So we're in a column of light. Great. Now I want to ask you to call in, just with your intention, your guides and angels and healers and helpers, and especially call in what I call your gatekeepers, your protective guides, or you might call them guardian angels. So you might feel a little bit of energy or pressure around you. That's what you want. But if you don't, it's fine. All you need to do is ask, intend that you are surrounded by your guides and angels. Beautiful. Oh, there's a lot of them with you. More than one for sure. More than one per person. Great. Now what I want to do is ask Archangel Michael to come in and be with us. The beauty of working with guides and angels, all of them, but especially the archetypes like Archangel Michael, they can be with all of us at the same time. They can be with everybody on the earth at the same time. This isn't linear. This is a whole different dimension. So we're asking Archangel Michael to come in. Great. I'm seeing that. And now what we want to do is set your intention and ask to release, to let go of anything and everything that is not yours, and anything and everything that does not serve you. And that can come out your breath. It can come out the top of your head. It can come out your pores. It can just, we just want to open and let it go. Open and let it go. I'm seeing some good flow. Excellent. And what I want to do is ask Archangel Michael to come in. He is so helpful. I just love working with him. The visual I get is like he can kind of pull down like a big vacuum cleaner hose, like at a car wash. And he's going to come in for each of us and help vacuum us out. He's just going to help us let go of everything we don't need. It might be anger at what's going on in our country. It might be grief. I feel a lot of grief. It might be sadness. It might be fear. It might be tiredness. It might be over anything. We just want to let it go. It doesn't help us to hold on to it. I was having a talk with my husband the other day. And hi, Lisa. And he was talking about how hard it is to forgive. He gets into anger. I get into grief and sadness. And I see forgiveness as letting go. Doesn't mean I'm going to have somebody over for dinner. Doesn't mean I'm ever going to talk to him again. I just want to let them go because that frees me. It frees me up. So we want to let go of anything we're angry at, upset about. Let it go. You might want to envision that you're just handing it over to a higher power. You might want to envision that you're putting your worries, your pain, your suffering, physical pain, anything into like a hot air balloon, a beautiful rainbow colored hot air balloon, and it's just leaving. Meanwhile, we have Archangel Michael vacuuming us up, and I'm just seeing so much beautiful release. Fantastic. And I'm just doing some vacuuming with everybody who's on the call now or in the future. And that's it. There's just, I hope you're feeling this because I'm feeling it, and I'm absolutely seeing the flow out and up, the flow up and out. There's nothing we need to hold on to. And keep in mind, your pores are Our skin's our biggest organ. The pores are the skin is an organ of letting go. We can let go out of our skin and our pores. We can let go out of the top of our head. We can let go with our out breath. We can let stuff go down and out into our feet and out of our feet into the earth. The earth likes compost. However you want to let go is fine, but we are, again, let's one more time, and then we're going to send some healing to all of us and to our country. One more time, let's just ask, anything and everything that does not serve you, and anything and everything that is not yours, let's let it go. Right here, right now. There. I'm getting this beautiful visual of people just lifting things up. Hand them to the divine. There's nothing we need to carry. I can't tell you how many times I'm vacuuming, especially the shoulders. What's on your shoulders? Let's get that big giant crane and get it off of your shoulders and let it go. Oh, good. We got some crane action going. That's great. Sometimes I'm like, my house is on my shoulders. I am grounded and solid, but a house is a little bigger than I am. So get it, hand it to its source. There. I'm just doing a little bit more work here. Now, what I want to do in just helping you to let go is, let's imagine that we can put our country or our world or your community or your family, whatever it is you want, let's put them between your hands. Now, I often say I don't have any rules, and then I tell you my rules. My rule is never, ever, ever give away your own energy, because you're going to end up depleted, and it actually is not nearly as effective as channeling energy through you. So once again, we're calling in your guides and angels and just feeling them surrounding you. I'm seeing them surround you. Oh, they love you so much. It really feels good. And we're getting your feet connected in with the earth. You might even just want to wiggle your toes. And we're feeling your connection to source. And now let's imagine that whatever you want to put between your hands could be you. Maybe you're sick and you need some healing. I always start with me when I'm meditating at night, and then I move to the United States. I move to our country. Sometimes I work on our house or different people I know and love, but right now I'm feeling like our country and certainly our earth needs all the help we can get. Oh, good. So we're just going to put our country between our hands and send love. Let's just ask for help in accessing the frequency of love. I hope you can feel this, because I really can, and it feels lovely. Love feels lovely, yes. Love and peace and hope. So we're just, with healing, sometimes we get very specific, and in this case we're getting very general. We're just sending love and peace and hope, and we have to trust that that's what's needed. How could we not trust that that's what's needed? Absolutely, that's my sense. And then we get to trust that all of the people and our government and our earth is taking that love and hope and peace and doing whatever it needs to do with it. With Reiki, with healing energy, I always teach people that when we're giving people energy or channeling it through us for others, what we're doing is we're giving them the energy they need to heal themselves. We can't control it. Oh, if only we could. I wish we could, but we can't. But what we can do is we can send love and we can send healing. And every time you are sending love and healing, you're helping yourself feel better. So I know I'm feeling so much better. Just spending a little bit of time doing this work, if you want to call it work, with you, and for our country. So I'm continuing to just send love. And what we want to do and what we can do is feel for, hi Lisa Wallace, feel for when it starts to get full, it's almost as if the energy pushes against you a little bit. I'm impressed. I'm already feeling like, oh, this is kind of full. It's like a cup. How much more water can you put in this glass of water? We're getting full here, and that's great. That's wonderful. So let's just, thank you for the heart. Let's just put a little more love and light in healing energy into our country. Let's really ask, we're all part of our country. So let's ask that we receive. I want to ask, as we're finishing, once again, that your guides and angels surround you there. That you continue to let go and release anything and everything that isn't yours. And anything and everything may have been yours 10 minutes ago, but maybe it doesn't serve you anymore. Get rid of it. It's like we're just taking out the trash. We don't need it. Let's let it go. Yay. I'm seeing hands, kind of throwing stuff away. That's pretty fun. That's pretty cool. So keep throwing it out. We don't need it. There's nothing we need to carry. There really isn't, except love. And being here, right now, in the present moment, and getting how blessed we all are. How blessed we are. We have computers or phones that we can look at. Hopefully we have a home, we have a roof, we have food. How blessed we are, right here, right now. The future's the future, and yeah, we live in interesting times, that old Chinese curse. But right here, right now, we are blessed, and we can. Thank you, Debbie. And we can enjoy it, and we can laugh, and we can be happy. And it's okay. The literal thinking is, there's so much suffering in the world, I have to suffer. No, it's the opposite. It's the paradox. There's so much suffering in the world, and we're worried about our future on many, many levels. But my beloved teacher Rosalind Briere, one of her many one-liners, auras are contagious and the biggest aura wins. What does that mean? If you get to a place of peace and love and gratitude and happiness for this beautiful day, regardless of what's going on outside of you, then everybody you come in contact with, even without touching them, is going to feel a little better. They're going to feel better because you're holding this beautiful, positive, present, gratitude-filled energy. So, everybody's looking full and surrounded right now, and much more clear. I'm seeing this beautiful golden light in you. And I'm seeing you in your columns of light connected to your source, and I'm seeing you connected down. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Connected down into the earth. And I just want to mention once again, I'm Jeanine Sande. I'm a medical intuitive energy healer, and I obviously love to teach and share. My website is lightenyourway.com, and I have an ongoing, for another few weeks, teleclass on Wednesday evenings called How to Feel Good During Crazy Times. And we did a little bit of that today. So I hope you'll like my page, hit share, let other people see this video, and thank you so much, and many blessings and lots of love. Keep letting it go, and lots of love. Have a great day.